Hello my friends, it's another weekend and another hike. I found this route again on the app that I use, and it's about 5 kilometers long one way. It's not a round trip this time, it's one way and the same way back again. It will take me to an old, almost like a farm-ish, from way back. The original building was apparently built in 1911, 1912, or something like that. And then I will hike further and get to a fire watch tower thing. So I'm quite excited actually to see those places, and I hope you will join me. Come on. According to the description of this route, I should walk past a little pond before I hit the path or the trail that I'm supposed to hike on. And there it is, that little pond. Bit hard to see, but it is there. My smartwatch just buzzed and told me I had walked 2 kilometers, and there's a sign, and in there is a bird. Poor little creature, hiding in the bushes. Anyways, this is where I'm going. Rundkoll. Koll could be like a small mountaintop, like just a little top. And rund means round, so I expected to be a rather round top up there, but I expected it's not. That didn't make any sense, did it? I expected it to be something that I don't expect it to be. Yeah. That's how it's become, I guess. 3 kilometers anyways. 3 kilometers. So, according to this planchette here, at this place, that guy, I think, no, none of them actually, built like a hut in the dirt in 1911, 1912, and that building was built in 1944 and was used a lot until the 1970s. According to this, there lived 4 to 5 people per week and 2 to 3 horses here. That's quite amazing. That is quite amazing. And now I think it's a more of a hunting lodge of some sort. Anyways, Per Kittelsens stue. Fancy. Now, I think I will follow that blue arrow, but there is something up there. I think that's where to get some water or whatever. Maybe it's a well up there. It's a barrel and something. Something that I've mentioned without actually saying it in my videos is the importance of mental health and to actually take care of yourself. We all struggle sometimes, and you might think that your struggles ain't anything to worry about, even though they're bothering you almost every day. But it is. Even the tiniest of struggles can break the strongest man or woman. And my point is that no matter what your struggle is, it can be anything. There is people out there who have felt and are feeling the same as you, and there are people out there who are very, very willing to help, and it's important to get that help. Maybe it's just to have one to chat to, maybe not even about your struggles, but just being with someone or yeah, whatever. I discovered quite early with my therapist that I was terrified. I was not terrified of explaining myself or saying the wrong things, but I was terrified of changing myself. I've spent 25 to 30 years becoming who I am, and I was terrified of suddenly going to change that. But that's not the point. You're not going to change yourself. You're going to change a bit how you think. And when you change a bit how you think, you will automatically change a bit how you feel. And that's the important thing. To feel different. When I started therapy, I was in a bad place. But now I'm rarely at that place. Very rarely. And I found my therapy through hiking. This is my hobby. This is what brings me joy. And I have a great wife, a great friend, and I have my kids. And I like going to work. And all those small things that one might take for granted is what helped me. Tiny things. Tiny things. Like I have this one day a week where I'm all alone in the woods or whatever. And that's enough for me. Anyways, my point being, it doesn't have to be years and years and years with therapy to get better. And it's not about being cured. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, I don't think it can be cured. Not at all. No. But you learn how to deal with it on a daily basis so that it doesn't bother you anymore. To me, at least, it's like that. I will always have stuff in the back of my mind that I no longer pay that much attention. And I think that's important to think of. That you're not going to change yourself into a new person per se, but you're going to change how you think. And eventually, of course, that will change you, but you will change anyways as you grow older. So, don't be afraid to ask for help. Maybe you don't even need to ask for help, you just have to do it on your own to get out or whatever. Cut off bad people or maybe reconnect with good people. There is no clear answer to how to deal with things like this. My point being that you're not alone and it will be better. You just have to take the first step yourself, unfortunately. But after that, you might have a row of people supporting you. You don't even know it yet, but there is people out there who are willing to support you no matter what. If this is the pathway that I'm supposed to walk the whole way up, I'm all in for that, because this is quite pleasant. Although I'm getting wet because of the grass, but it's pleasant to walk here. It truly is. This is the road where I came from, and now I've hit a junction. or a split in the road. My path is up there, and this is when it really starts. According to the map, it's almost only upwards from here, so we'll see how that goes, how high my pulse is when I get up. Maybe I even have to stop on the way up there. According to the distance counter on my my smartwatch, I have 1.2 kilometers of elevation left. But on the other side I have this only walking downwards on the way back, so yeah. I guess it's okay. I've chosen this myself, so as I walk up here and I look in between the trees, I see the sun glaring through. It's enchanting. Woods like these are truly enchanting. Not so much over there, but I guess it's the same in over there by the tree line. See how the moss grows in between the trees. It seems so soft. Pleasant. It truly is. It is pleasant. I did some reading on the map, or rather the description of this route, and they do not recommend hiking this route after the 1st of October because of the hunt season is then started. The hunt for moose and deer and stuff like that, I guess. And I'm in the part of the country where hunting is a big deal. You can do whatever you want, but do not disturb the hunting season. They will take half of their yearly vacations to go on a hunt, and every weekend in the hunting season is spent in the woods hunting. That's not my cup of tea, but I guess if I'm to continue hiking around here, I could use some visible clothing, like one of those hats or something with the bright orange color on, so that I don't get shot walking here in this clothing. Brown, green, grey, looking like a moose here walk from a distance. much further, I want to remind you that a tick. Look at this little creature, parasite. He's now gone. Ha! Before I hike much further, I wanted to remind you that you can become a member of my channel for just about $1 a month to become a member of the Roaming Southern Norway family. A paid member, that is. And if you choose to do that, I would be so grateful. And you will also get some exclusive videos from my hikes with some unedited stuff, maybe some silly stuff too. I know there is some videos out there from some of the hikes of me and the bear that was kind of bloopers, you can call them. Anyways, they're in the membership tier too. So yeah, I would be immensely grateful if you choose to become a member. Yeah, thank you in advance anyways. That's steep. That's way steeper than I'm comfortable with. But here I am, not backing down. I'm hungry for some coffee and some food. And as I usually say to myself, I need to reach the top first. Now this tree, I think actually I said to my friends over at the adventure closet that we do not have such trees in Norway, but I think there is one. I didn't think we have those, and here are more. What kind of enchanted place is this? I guess they're in the pine or spruce family, but they're not that. You can see the needles. Oh, I just ripped them off. They're all flat and not actually needles at all. They're more like leaves, actually. And I think this tree have some red berries too. I've seen some in some gardens, but I thought they were kind of not native to this part of the world even. But here we are. At least 3 of those trees. You know how it is when you're walking and you're kind of wet from rain droplets and stuff like that from the grass. Your shoes are wet and the rocks you step on are wet, so it's slippery and you're a bit tired, you're a bit out of breath, and there's just one thing that happens like that, a fly or something, and you completely lose it. That means your blood sugar is low. I need some input. I need some fuel, but I'm stubborn, so I won't stop until I'm at the top. And I will probably go around, look around before I sit down. So yeah, call me stupid because it actually is. I talked about taking care of yourself, and yeah, here I am. Now that is an old tree. Is it hollow? Very much so. It's probably quite easy to tip over, but it kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Curious shapes on the branches, and you can see the way the tree has grown up with all the wrinkles in the tree trunk there. I find nature in itself very, very fascinating. And it's not that I just find it fascinating. I see things and I find those things fascinating. Like the tree over there. How it has grown. I don't mean like with what. Of course that's grown with photosynthesis and all that stuff going on. Oxygen and nutrition through the soil and water, sunshine, everything like that. But I mean how it actually have grown to become the form it now is or has. And when it died, because it's obviously dead, how it shed the bark and still stands. I find the whole process really interesting. Wow, I think I reached something of a top. Now look at this. Let's see how we can get you guys out there. That's an amazing view. How far? You can see the mountains just disappearing in the distance. That's insane to me. But I've not reached the top yet. There is a little bit left. Just a couple of 100 meters according to the watch. Peculiar how these pathways or trails kind of is like a snake through the landscape, just like the river. think I've kind of reached the top. That was a climb. I can't spot the fireworks tower, but I've stumbled upon this old hut. All rotten, unfortunately. That's how it is. That's what's nice about building with timber too. It rots and disappears. But there's a postal box over there, mailbox. And there is the tower. And you see it? It's there. Awesome. I thought it was made of wood, but it's not. There is some signs on this tower. But it seems rather torn apart. Ah, here it is. The floors may be unsafe, and that's because they're made of wood. It's quite far up there. Huh. Let's see. I think I'll have my coffee first, and then we'll see how it is. I mean, at least this seems safe, but I'll have to see if the wood is safe up there, and be careful. Anyways, I will have my coffee first, and I think I will have my coffee over there, even though there are benches here. It looks like it has a better view over there. Yeah, it was rather wet over there, so I would just be seated here. This is about 426 meters above the sea, just for clarification. And the view from this top is hard to show on the camera because of the trees, but if you're able to, there is, you see the darker spots over there, that's mountains, and then you have the sky up there. It's insane how far you can see. Anyways, I need some coffee. Today I brought with me a green apple because I love the green apples. Coffee as usual, and I bought this Knorr pasta snack pot bolognese, and we haven't tried this one. I guess it's okay at best. And of course the warm water. The bolognese smells nice. I'm supposed to have water up to there. There's a line in the package, and here I choose it myself because I'm a maniac. Nothing tastes better than a nice fresh cup of coffee on hike. It looks good enough for the pasta and some vegetables in there, I think. But how does it taste? There's only one way to find out. tastes like any other instant meals, bland, but it's all right, I guess. It's some filling for the stomach, so I guess it's all right. If I didn't have my coffee, it wouldn't be all right. I do enjoy my coffee. I do. So I've decided to try to climb this tower. And not too long ago, I used to be scared of heights. But I've been working for many years now as an electrician, and with that comes a lot of work high above the ground. So I'm quite comfortable working high above the ground, but this is something different. This is quite scary, in fact. If I fall down here, I'm toast, or scrambled eggs, or something like that. This reminds me of the movie called Fall. Have you seen it? You should. Right now I'm checking the bearings up here. As you can see, up there. The wood looks rather good actually, mostly because of the roof, I guess. And look at the view. It's amazing. I just have to go up here. But I will be on edge, I think, because it's quite scary. It's even higher up than this. Oh my god. Okay. See you at the top. This view is amazing. That on the top is just one stair away. Now the view up here is amazing. I could probably stand here for hours, but it's time to head back down, and maybe one more cup of coffee before I try to find the car once again. I will have to climb these stairs backwards because they're so damaged, so hard to climb. And I feel a bit shaky walking here. Anyways, I will try hiking down this or climbing down these stairs, and we'll see if I make it to the bottom. It down apparently, and I thought I should look at this. I've talked about that nature is amazing and everything and everything and everything, but these creatures, are a whole other level. I won't bother them more than that, but that one scientist, I can't ever name, is he called Neil? Neil, I think he's called Neil. He said that if we measured intelligence by the size of our brain, the dolphin would be much more intelligent than humans. But if we measured intelligence by the size of a brain compared to the body size or weight, the ants would be the superior race. Quite interesting.
I've invaded their space, and they are curious about my feet. These are just ordinary ants, nothing dangerous about them. Maybe they bite, maybe they don't. They ain't doing me any harm, so I will probably let them be. Look at them. Communicating, wondering. Look at these two. And these two.
I saw this outhouse. This has been the old latrine, the toilet, if you may, for the guys who lived here for a while watching out for fires, or maybe even for the hut. Really nice place. Really nice place. It is actually quite cold on my face. I can feel it's cold on my ears as I walk here. It's slight wind, it's no sunshine coming through, and it's wow, it's slippery. It has been raining this night, so it's wet. Yeah, it's quite wet in the air. Is that something? It's high humidity. Humidity, that's the word. So I guess that's why I'm cold. It's not too long until I will need to wear a beanie, unfortunately, as I do not grow out my hair. This is a very well marked trail, and it's quite good maintained too. It's maintained enough, and when you have such good cell service as you have here, it's no problem to look at the map. It's slippery. That's the downside by going downhill. When it's wet, it's slippery. This is such a forest that you can at any moment expect to see a moose or a deer or some other critters. But here I am talking and making a lot of noise, so there probably won't be any animals around other than birds. And I scare them away too, so when it's the first time you're hiking somewhere or walking somewhere, especially like this, I don't think I've felt this before in this capacity. I do not feel familiar when hiking the other way, and I'm hiking back now. I do not find anything familiar, but when I turn around, I recognize it. It's such a strange feeling because I know I walked here just short time ago. It's really weird. It's almost like a glitch in the Matrix. you've probably noticed that I drift off, at least my sight drift off, and I turn my head and all that stuff while trying to talk directly to the camera, to you guys. And that's mostly because I think I feel a bit uncomfortable looking straight at the lens. It feels weird still. But then also I see things in my peripheral vision and I look around, and then maybe I hear something and I turn around, and sometimes I think I just do that out of just automatically turn around just to look at where I've been. Just yeah, it's not something that I do intentionally, at least. Things I do on camera like that is unintentionally. I do it it just happens automatically. Then again, I think I've been better and better at become better and better at looking straight to the camera and talking to you guys. It's just something I have to adapt to, I think. And also, I look away when I'm trying to find the words, like zoom out to see if I can see the words in the woods, something. Car is just around the corner, and it's the end of this hike. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you want to see more adventures like this, that subscribe button and notification bell is the right buttons to click. And with that, I think I'll say goodbye and see you next time.